Hello, and welcome to my triggered video. So this flow is going to be tailored towards if you are feeling triggered today, or if you just have some kind of like fire burning in you, or if something made you mad or you feel off today. This flow is specifically tailored for anyone that has felt any type of triggered. So to begin, I have been reading this book called The Path of the Yoga Sutras by Nikolai Bachman. And there are four types of triggers. Usually they're kind of like confined into these four factors of what makes us triggered. So one of them is feeling more or less than you really are. The second one is a desire for a previous experienced pleasure. The third one is an aversion to an experienced pain. And then the fourth one is a fear of death. So an instinct to live or survive. So if you can relate to any of these triggers, this flow is for you. So according to the text, in order to balance this out, this triggered feeling, we need to, one, self-observe ourselves, so swadhyaya. And then two, meditation, and three, tapas, which is basically creating that fire within us, balancing that fire out, and being able to be comfortable with the unknown, firing that inner light inside of us, and helping us grow spiritually. So, with that being said, if you are relating to any of these triggers today, this flow will be for you. We'll need 2 blocks, and we are going to be standing for most of the time, and it is a little bit of a workout just so we can get that fire burning in us and we can, get our minds off of our everyday things or our obstacles that we're going through. Okay, so let's get started today. We're actually going to get started standing. So if you'd like to stand in the middle of your mat and you can face the front, we're actually going to get started with a breath work today. So this breath work is called Breath of Joy. So this is going to help get your heart rate up. This will help, rush the blood to your head. That'll hopefully wake you up. It's like an espresso shot, but breath work instead of having caffeine. All right, so it's a 3-part breath. So you want to stand about hip width distance apart. Try to tuck your pelvic bowl in here. We don't want to be too wide and we don't want to be too sunken in. We kind of want to be even here, the elongated spine. 3-part breath. We'll inhale through our nose as we bring our arms up parallel with the mat. On your next inhale through your nose, you'll bring your arms out like a T. On the next inhale, you'll bring your arms up, biceps by your ears. And then you exhale through your mouth as you bend and swing your arms behind you. So I'll do that one more time to show you and we'll get started. So we inhale through our nose. 3-part breath. Inhale, 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 exhale. So go ahead and go at your own pace. 3-part breath. As you exhale, swing your hands behind you, but try to keep your neck pretty straight. You don't want to swing your neck back. And go at your own pace. So inhale, 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 exhale. Maybe do about 5 rounds of these. So maybe about 2 more. Inhale, 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 exhale. One more time. Inhale, 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 exhale. And then come back to standing. Bring your palms to your thighs. Maybe close your eyes. See how your body's feeling. Maybe roll your shoulders out a little bit. Just kind of observe how your body's feeling. If your heart rate's up a little bit, the blood is rushed to your head. Just take a moment. All right, and we will get started. So let's grab our blocks And step your right foot towards the top of your mat, left foot towards the back. So we're in a wide fold. Bring your blocks, bring them out in front of you on whatever setting you'd like. Maybe if it's the tall setting, have a slight bend in your knees and see if you can melt your chest and your forehead to the mat for a wide-legged down dog. Try to send your hips to the back, like someone's pulling your hips backwards. Slight bend in the knees, and just relax. Try to breathe deep here, and what I mean by that is try to breathe all the way down to your lower belly. So try to expand your lower belly on your inhales. And just try to relax into the pose. 2 more deep breaths. On your next inhale, walk your blocks back up and walk them to frame your right foot. So turn your right toes to look towards the top of your mat, left toes to be about a 45-degree angle, so they're aiming towards the left corner of your mat. Have your blocks on each side of your right foot, back straight, kind of like a tabletop here, no hunches. We're in a table. On your next exhale, then you can fold over your right leg. Pyramid pose. Have your hands on your blocks. Try to send your right hip back, left hip forward. And breathe. Now let's wobble back and forth on our heels to the balls of our feet. Just kind of get your calves warmed up. Now plant your right foot, keep the weight into your blocks. See if you can lift your back leg up off the mat just a few inches. And we're going to tap the mat 3 times with our toes. 1, 2, 3, and step all the way back. Keep the weight in your right palm on your block. Try to have that flat back again, so we're going back to where our core is engaged. We're squeezing our belly button into our spine. Our core is engaged, back is flat. Weight of our right palm is in our right block. Inhale, send your left fingertips up to the sky. Let's see if you can open your chest. Maybe gaze to your left fingertips. Maybe gaze to your left fingertips. We're going to use our core to come up. So squeeze your core, tighten it as you bring your torso up for your arms to be out to a T. Hips towards the back of the wall. Kind of like someone's pulling us this way, but our hips want to stay that way. Use your core, maybe pulse a little few times. So pull all the way towards the top of your mat and come back. We'll do that 3 times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale, drop your right palm back to your block. Windmill your right palm all the way up and over towards the top of your block. Your left palm towards the top of your block. Grab your blocks. Let's switch sides. Walk your block all the way over towards your left foot. Keep your left toes pointed towards the back of your mat. Right toes at a 45-degree angle, so they're pointing towards the right top of your mat. Remember, flat back, core engaged. We're squeezing our belly button into our spine. We're trying to keep everything squeezed. And then on your next exhale, then you can fold. Try to have your right hip facing the back of your mat now, left hip towards the front of the mat. And let's rock back and forth onto the balls of our feet, into our heels. And plant your left foot, put all the weight in your left foot and in your blocks. See if you can lift your right toes up just a few inches. And we'll tap the mat 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and back to your pyramid pose. Nice flat back. Try to engage the core. Engage your shoulder blades. Try to bring them up and away from your shoulders of your ears as you squeeze. The weight in your left hand now, left block. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up to the sky. Try to bring your hips towards the back, towards the front of your mat. All right, so let's use our core to bring our torso up to our arms at a T. Now we're being pulled towards the back of our mat. Our hips are being pulled towards the front. And let's pulse. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach. Exhale all the way back. Inhale. Exhale, plant your left palm, windmill your right hand all the way on top of your block. And let's step together to meet towards the back of our mat. You can set your blocks aside now for an easy access. Bring your fingertips to your shins, back is flat, that nice tabletop back that we practiced. On your next exhale, see if you can fold. Bend your knees as generously as you need here. You do not have to keep your legs straight. Maybe walk your fingertips to the left. Walk your fingertips to the right. We'll meet back in center. Inhale, lift your fingertips all the way to your shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms and step back into a high plank. And hold and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, roll into the tippy top of your toes. Send your hips up, down dog. Let's pedal our feet out. Try to bring your chest into your thighs as you make a V with your body. Inhale, shift into a high plank and hold and breathe. Core is tight, tailbone tucked. On your next inhale, shift the crown of your head past your fingertips just a little bit. Exhale, bend your elbows, start to sink slowly. Your chest, your belly, and your thighs all the way to the mat. As slow as you can, try to keep your elbows tucked in. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest off the mat just a little bit for a baby cobra. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're holding a piece of paper or a penny in between your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, set your chest back down. Scoot your palms back just a few inches, still hugging into your rib cage. Inhale for a cobra or an up dog if you'd like to float the backs of your legs. Inhale. Exhale, roll onto the tops of your toes into your down dog. Turn your gaze towards the middle of the mat and step hop or walk to meet your feet and your hands in the middle. Inhale, bring your fingertips to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees and press to rise all the way with one sun breath together as we bring our hands all the way out. Exhale through heart center. All right, so you got it. We'll get started. Let's turn around to face the top of our mat. As we're in our sun breath with our hands at heart center, standing. Now let's reverse. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Exhale, swan dive. Bring your hands out to the side and swan dive all the way down. Plant your palms and step back into a down dog. Inhale, send your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee. See if maybe you can do a couple taps with your heel to your butt. Try to put both weight distributed equally in both palms and just tap. Inhale, send your right leg back to the sky. With control, let's see on your exhale, you can walk your palms all the way back to meet in a fold at the back of your mat. Bring your feet together. Now we're in a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to reverse our sun breath just like we did in the beginning. Inhale, send your palms through heart center. As we exhale and bring our palms out, we're going to take the biggest step we can towards the top of our mat. Left toe is pointed towards the top. Bend into your left knee. Back foot parallel to the short end of your mat. Warrior two. Arms at a T. See if you can bend into your left knee as much as you can. You want to have that image of your left thigh being parallel with the floor. Inhale, reach your left fingertips towards the top of your mat as we do a side body stretch. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, shift your toes to both face the back of the wall in this star pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips all the way down into the weight of your heels for a squat, a big sumo squat. And hold. Inhale, come all the way back up to straight. Bring your hands out to heart center through your heart as you bend your right knee into a side lunge. Option always to grab your blocks, have your hands on your blocks, or if you want to keep your hands at heart center for your Skandasana. Maybe point and flex your left toes. Bring your fingertips to the mat if they weren't already there, and let's swoop all the way over towards our left toes to frame our left foot. Step back into your chaturanga flow. So inhale, shift the crown of your head. Exhale, lower your chest, your belly, and your thighs. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, our left side. Inhale, shift your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hips. See if you can do a few heel to butt taps. Try to distribute your weight equally within your palms. Inhale, shift your left toes back up to the sky. With control on your exhale, see if you can walk your palms towards the back of your mats as we meet for a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your sun breath as you bring your hands through heart center. Exhale, step as wide as you can with your right toes facing the front of your mat into your warrior two. So bend into your right knee, arms at a T. Try to protect your spine by imagining bringing your belly button straight back into your spine. So our core, that's what I mean by core engaged, because we're squeezing our core, trying to make our pelvic bowl even. Inhale, reach towards the top of your mat for a nice side body stretch. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, shift your toes to look towards the left side now as we're in our star. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips into a sumo squat. Try to put the weight into your heels. And hold and breathe. Inhale, lift all the way back up as we bring our hands for a sun breath through heart center. Bend into your left side lunge. Now we drop towards our left side Skandasana. Maybe point and flex. Oh. As we come up, inhale your hands all the way up for a sun breath. Exhale to heart center as we bend into our left side lunge, our left Skandasana. Bring your hips all the way down. Maybe point and flex your right toes. You can bring your hands to the mat if you'd like, or to your blocks. Bring your fingertips to the mat if they weren't already there, and swoop them all the way over to frame your right foot as we step back into our chaturanga flow, our high to low plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, we're going to do that same exact flow, but breath to movement. So you already know the flow. You can do it on your own, or you can follow me. Inhale, send your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, walk all the way back to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your sun breath. Exhale, step all the way to a warrior two, left toes to face the front wall. Inhale, shift into a star. Exhale, hands to your hips as you sink your hips, bend your knees, squat. Inhale, come all the way back up as you bring your hands to a sun breath. Exhale, right side lunge. Inhale, bring your fingertips to the mat, sweep them all the way over to frame your left foot and step back into your flow. You got it. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, send your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, walk it back to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your sun breath. Exhale, step your right toes all the way out. Warrior two. Inhale, star. Bring your hands to your hips. Exhale, sink your hips. Squat. Inhale, come all the way back up as you bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, side lunge, left side. Inhale, bring your fingertips to the center. Sweep them all the way over to the top to frame your right foot. Step back. Chaturanga. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Whew, all right, you got it. We're gonna do that one more time, breath to movement. So follow me or go at your own pace. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, walk it back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your sun breath. Exhale, step your left leg all the way out, warrior two. Inhale, star. Exhale, hands to hips, sink into your squat. Inhale, come all the way up, reach your hands to heart center. Exhale, side lunge. Inhale, hands to the floor. Sweep them all the way over, step into your flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, send your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, walk it back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your sun breath. This time, step your right toes out. Warrior two. Inhale, star. Hands at hips. Exhale, squat. Inhale, come all the way back up. As your hands reach up, exhale, left side lunge. Bring your hands to your hips. Sweep them all the way over to frame your right foot into your chaturanga flow, your high to low plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift into a high plank. Core is tight, tailbone tucked. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right knee to the mat. We're going to pivot our bodies so our right foot is going towards the back wall. Keep your left leg straight. We're in a modified side plank. Bring your left fingertips to the sky. On our next exhale, we will thread through our right armpit. So see if we can drop our left shoulder to the mat. We're going to do that 2 times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread. Inhale, reach all the way back up. And here you have your options to build if you would like to build. So you can stay just like this, or you can stack your ankles to a full side plank. If you want to keep going, maybe grab your toes with your 2-piece fingers and straighten your leg. Now we're going to end up at the top of our mat in a high lunge. So if you'd like to continue building, you can. Keep your toes grabbed with your 2-piece fingers. See if you can shift your body and bring your foot towards the top of your mats. Inhale into a crescent lunge. If not, stay in your modified side plank and just make your way to a crescent lunge where our left toes are in front, right leg is back, biceps by your ears. Bring your right fingertips towards the top of your mat, left fingertips to the back, twist. Stay just like this or drop your left fingertips, paint the sky with your right hand up and over. Let's revolve our twist, paint the sky. Up and over like a rainbow. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Let's bring our palms to each side of our left foot with control. See if you can drag your right foot to meet your left at the top, but keep it lifted. And we're going to lift up into a funky chair, hands at heart center, one-legged mountain. Stay here or go into the funky chair. Bring your ankle towards your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, sink your hips, bend your left knee. See if you can go into a funky chair. And hold and breathe. You got this. One more breath. Inhale, come all the way back out. Plant your left palm to meet, plant your left foot to meet your right foot to meet your left, geez. Inhale, reach your palms all the way up, biceps by your ears. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Plant your palms. Step all the way back into a high plank. See if you can go down onto your forearms. Stay here, or drop your hips. So you can inhale, center, exhale, drop your hips to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, drop hips to the left. And just keep this going. Inhale, center, exhale, drop. Creating that fire within us. Being okay with the uncomfortable. Maybe about one more on each side. Inhale, exhale, come back up to that high plank and into your flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Whew, all right, our left side. Inhale, shift into a high plank. Exhale, drop your left knee. This time we shift our left feet behind us. Keep our right leg straight, modified side plank. We're going to thread through 2 times. Inhale, reach your right fingertips. Exhale, thread through your left armpit. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread. Inhale, reach all the way back up. Stay here in your modified side plank. You already know what's coming next, which is our high lunge. But if you'd like to continue your practice or advance it, you can stack your ankles to a full side plank. Try to send your hips to the sky. If you want to advance it more, maybe try to grab your toes with your 2-piece fingers, straighten your leg. And now we're going to end up in a high lunge. So if you want to continue this, keep your toes wrapped with your 2-piece fingers. See if you can shift your foot all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. This time, left fingertips towards the front, right fingertips towards the back. Twist. Stay just like this, or maybe drop your right palm, paint the sky like a rainbow as we exalt our lunge. Inhale, back to center. See if you can plant your palms to frame your right foot. With control, drag your left toes up as we stand into a one-legged mountain with our hands at heart center. Stay like this, or maybe go into a funky chair. Bring your left ankle over your right knee, sink your hips, bend your right knee. Nice balance here. Try to find your balance. If you have to catch your breath, go out and go right back in. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way back out. Bring your left foot to meet your right as we bring our biceps by our ears. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold all the way down. Plant your palms, step back into a high plank. All right, let's go into our forearms. Stay here or drop your hips. Inhale, center, drop to the right. Inhale, center, drop to the left. A nice little core workout here. Building up our tapas. Being okay with the uncomfortable. Creating that inner fire within us. Maybe do a couple more each round. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, back to your plank. Into your flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, and we made it to our cool down spot. Let's bring our toes together as we're in this down dog. Bend your knees. See if you can spread them apart to be on each side of your mat. Sink your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Melt your forehead, sink your chest into the mat. Just try to catch your breath here. Try to bring your breathing pattern back to your normal breathing pattern. Observe how your body feels. Turn your gaze towards the top of your mat. Push through your palms. Keep your toes together. As we inhale, kind of like an ocean wave, ripple your back like an ocean wave as we come up. And then drop our hips, bring our toes behind us to touch our butts. Maybe gaze to the sky. Exhale back to child's pose. Let's do that a few times. Your rhythm, your way. Inhaling like an ocean wave. As we drop our hips, keep our toes touching. Maybe gaze to the sky. Exhale, child's pose. Do this a few rounds. It's your own rhythm and your own pace, just getting back to your breath to movement. Getting back into your body. Maybe do about one more round. Exhale, child's pose. Walk your palms all the way back to meet towards your knees. As we bring our knees together, let's swing our legs in front of us, backs to the mat. Keep your knees pointing to the sky, feet planted. Bring your right ankle over your left knee. Bring your right palm to push your knee towards the top of your mat. You can stay just like this, or if you'd like a deeper stretch, maybe interlace your hands behind your left leg. Float your left knee where your shins parallel to the mat for a reclined pigeon. Try to drop your shoulders. Try to release your jaw. The hard part's over. Maybe roll your left ankle out. You can do a few circles. One more deep breath. And by I mean deep breath, try to bring your inhales all the way to your lower belly. As you inhale, expand your belly. And exhale through your mouth as you drop your left foot. Switch sides. Bring your left ankle over your right knee. And bring your left hand to open your knee up towards the top of your mat. Stay just like this, or maybe interlace your hands behind your right leg and float your right leg. Remember, drop your shoulders. Maybe roll your left ankle out or your right ankle. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, set your foot back down. Bring your legs out in front of you, arms at an overhead stretch. Bring your hips towards the left side of the mat, and you can bring your ankles towards the right. Maybe cross your left ankle over your right, and then bring your arms to the right. So we're in this banana shape. Try to ground your left hip. And through our observation of the self, or our svadhyaya, our self-observation, take a moment and observe yourself. See how you're feeling. You're still feeling triggered or maybe a little angry. Let's see where you feel that in your body, in your chest, in your head. Just take a moment to observe yourself. What is it that got you triggered today? Did it stem from any of those 4 factors? Inhale back to center. Bring your hips towards the right, ankles towards the left. Maybe cross your right ankle over your left, and your hands towards the left. And drop your right hip. Try to ground it into the mat as we do our side body stretch. Deep belly breaths. Try to expand your belly as much as you can on your inhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Bring your feet together to touch, knees out by your side. If this is too much on your knees or your hips, you can grab your blocks and place them under your knees. We have reached our final resting pose. Instead of going into Shavasana, we are going to end in our butterfly pose. This is a great restorative pose, especially to release tension. You can bring your hands to your heart and to your lower belly, and then drop your neck. Try to melt your shoulders. Try to relax. As you breathe, feel with your hand your belly expanding. As you inhale and expand your belly with your hand. Before you exhale, see if you can then bring your air all the way to your upper chest. So then expand your hand that's on your chest. And then exhale through your mouth. Kind of like an ocean wave like we did with our back. So inhale, expand your belly. And then bring that air into your chest. And then exhale through your mouth. And just repeat that a few times. And this is where I will end our session. But please feel free to sit here and meditate and find your ocean breath as you inhale, expand your belly, and then into your chest. And then exhale, maybe just do this for 2 minutes. Try to melt everything, try to relax everything in your body. And when you're ready to get out, grab your knees with your hands and just close your knees, kind of like a book. Use your elbows to come up. And I hope this flow helped you. If you were feeling a little off today, maybe a little triggered, or if you had some kind of anger burning in you, I hope this was helpful to sweat it out.